Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now we're in the process of doing all the seam sealer in this truck here and doing the roof rails and the back window and all this other stuff. So while we're waiting for our seam sealer to get here, I decided to take the opportunity and repair some other stuff on this cab. One of them being the four-wheel drive shifter hole. When they took the plate off previously, was not me. Whoever had this truck before, yeah, they took it off with a chisel. So they destroyed the whole floor. So we had to fix that. And then we were going to take the foam out of these cab corners. Now, everybody goes, why do these trucks rot the cab corners so bad? The crew cabs, the regular cabs, the super cabs. Well, Ford had an ingenious idea of putting foam in the cab corners. Now, it's also up in your A-pillar at the bottom of your windshield base here down by your feet, the front door. So if you get rot up there, there's foam in there too. And getting that out of there is, you can't. It's completely sealed in. So can't really get that out of there. But on a crew cab or a regular cab, you can dig the foam out. Now at the very bottom of the frame here, there's some water coming out of this cab. This cab has been inside for about a month. It has not seen water. It has not seen rain. I have not hosed it down. It has been in here for a month. And it doesn't rain in the garage, thankfully. And as I took out the foam here in the back, it is completely saturated with water. So when I pulled it out, water came out of the cab corner and onto the ground. So I'm going to show you what the inside of these cab corners look like and why you should take this foam out of your truck. So here's the foam here, and yeah, soaked. And that's the last thing we want. In fact, I don't want any water up here at all. But here's the water that's on the floor. And this is the inside of the cab corner. Now, I've been scratching and scraping down there, getting all this out of here. So you can see that push pin down here. So that push pin, there's two of them. That's what these two little holes are back there and up here. So they push pinned that little piece of foam in there and activated it. I don't know, but there's a very large hole there. So that hole needs to be covered, and so do the smaller holes before this truck goes back together. But this foam goes all the way down in there, down inside the cracks there. So you got to dig all that out of there. And right now this is a big mess, but we're going to sweep all that out of there and just scratch, 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 and try to scrape as much of that out of there as we can. So this side actually leafed out of here really well, and that was great. Now the other side, however, did not come out as nicely. So this is how the other side came out, in pieces. Bear with me here, it's the wrong side for me. However, after some scraping and scratching, you can kind of see what we're going to have left here. And we need to get down in there a little bit more and vacuum all that out of there. Get this nice and clean. So when you're doing this, you want to get as much of that foam out of there as possible, blow it out with air, vacuuming it out, do whatever you can do to get all that foam out of there. Now, I've used scrapers, I've used knives, pry bars, pry tools, anything that you can get down in here to get this cleaned out. So that foam down there just causes you big problems. So Garrett, you said regular cabs and crew cabs, you can dig the foam out. Yes, that's true. This is the inside of a super cab. See any foam? No, not really, but it's in there. It's way down in here. You can kind of see a little bit of it here. So, yeah, it's in here too, but this stuff isn't accessible. So you can't even get to this one. So this is an inside skin. This is your outside skin. And that foam is in between them. So your only access holes are this here, your seatbelt hole, and that little square hole. and there is a rubber plug down there, but that goes straight to the floor. So there's, yeah, no way to get in there to get that foam. The only way to get to that foam is you cut a big old hole on the inside and you kind of dig it out of there. Short of when you do your cab corners out here, you know, you can dig it out at that point. So yeah, there's no good way to get this out of a super cab. Now, when you do an outside cab corner, you can get to it, but by that point, the damage is already done, and who wants to be doing all that? So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this looks like on my other truck that has heavy rust problems, so you can actually see the foam from the outside. So my Silver 95 has had better days here. So like I said, you can see the foam here, and you can see that it is, yeah, there's not a whole lot left of this cab. But this foam, you can just see where everywhere that foam was, it rotted. And you can see my cut marks from when I kind of patched this. But this was just to get me through because I was getting tickets for having rust. So this is a lot worse looking than it was when I did all this, but it's definitely getting worse. But you can see that the steel up here is very solid still, where this foam isn't. And everywhere that this foam is, it rots through. And like I said, this is all enclosed, so you can't get to this. So we're just gonna put that back for now. And yeah, this is the joys of having a super cab. You can't get that foam out of there. So the foam is the real killer of these trucks, other than the seam sealer problems. But if you have a super cab, you can get in through the rubber grommets and kind of look in there, use an inspection camera to get down in there and look and see the condition of your cab. Now, it doesn't matter if you have a northern truck, a southern truck, a truck that lived at the bottom of the ocean, or a truck that lived in space, or a truck that lived in a bubble its whole life, okay? That foam is destructive, and it will eventually cause a problem. The only solution to that foam is remove it, cover it in oil. It is a very, very absorbing foam. It will absorb water. So what happens is it's down in the pinch weld and it absorbs water up through the pinch weld because they're not sealed like, say, the cowl would be. Okay, so that seam pinch weld, it's not sealed. And then also, when you have water on your feet in your truck and it runs down into the sill here and it runs back to the foam. So that foam, you have salt slush on your boots, whatever, gets on your floor, rots the floor, or travels back, gets in the foam. The foam holds that salt water, and what it does is it rots out the cab from the inside out, which is why you always see the bubbles coming through. Now, this is the same problem as the early model Super Duties, so the 99 to whatever. So they put foam in the bedsides, on the inner and outer bedside, and they all rot out in that back corner. So if you're looking at the truck, it's probably like at the 1 or 2 o'clock position on the wheel well, there's foam there. So that foam rots out from the inside. That is why you see such a horrible rot problem with these trucks. The regular cabs and the crew cabs have the same back of the cab, so they rot out in the back, but you can at least dig it out. Your super cabs, on the other hand, you can't get it out. The only solution is you either cut the cab open and dig it out, or you try to get it as dry as possible and then soak it in a very thin oil, something that will seep down into that foam, get into that foam, hopefully repel any water that's in that foam, and try to keep the inside from rusting. Now, I have seen these cabs where I've cambered inside them, and what they do is they rot from the inside. You can actually see the rust coming up through on the cab and the primer on the inside. So they get moisture, they humidify the air, and they rot from the inside. So I wanted to show that to you guys. So this is something that you can do to prevent your truck from rusting faster, is deal with the foam. Either crew cab, regular cab, dig it out as best you can. When you're done there, you don't even have to paint it unless you scratch the living daylights out of it, just cover it in oil. Just get as much oil down in there as you possibly can. Yeah, it's going to make a mess. Yeah, it's going to smell funny probably, depending on what you use. And you know what? It won't rust then, hopefully, unless it's to the point where it's unsavable. Now, Super Cab, the only option you have is to try to get in there and dig it out through holes, or just douse it in oil and hope for the best. And I have tried numerous things to try to melt that foam, try to dissolve it, try to burn it. This stuff doesn't even burn. So there's no good way to get rid of it. You can't just douse the inside of the cab corner with kerosene and light it on fire, because all it would do is just burn your paint off and the foam would still be there. Anyway, hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of what's going on in the cab corners of these trucks. And also up in your front A-pillar, there is also that foam like I mentioned. So you can also get the rot up here. So if you start seeing rot up here, it's that foam. You have water getting into that foam. And that's why we also do such a big job with the seam sealer and making sure the cabs are sealed up to keep that foam from getting wet. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope that this video helps you out with that. And we're going to keep making OBS content for you and try to keep these trucks on the road. So we'll catch you on the next one.